Hey mamas, if you've been cleared to move by your doctor and you are ready to get back on your mat, this class is for you. We are focusing today on just reconnecting and relearning our bodies, quality over quantity. So really listen to what your body is telling you. And if you experience diastasis recti during your pregnancy, which is abdominal wall separation, this is a great class for you. We will be doing no planks and no twists. All you need is a mat. Let's get started laying on our backs. So come to lie down. First thing we're going to do is just focus on breath and connecting to the pelvic floor. So you can lie with your arms by your side and maybe close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you, and just start taking an inhale and an exhale, maybe putting your hand on your belly. As you inhale, I want you to think of your diaphragm expanding, your pelvic floor relaxing. As you exhale, maybe gently pull on that pelvic floor as your belly just softens. Inhale, pelvic floor relaxes. Exhale, let it all go. Do that one more time. Maybe find a moment of gratitude for showing up onto your mat today. From here, we're going to do that same thing, but bring your legs into tabletop. So you might feel your core turn on already here, which is great. We want to keep our knees over our hips. Do that same thing. Inhale. See if you can connect to that pelvic floor again. It's relaxing on the inhale. We fill up our lungs, expand your rib cage. Exhale. Let it all go. Can you do that without sucking your belly in? Do that one more time. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, maybe you feel that pelvic floor lift just slightly, and think of those ribs contracting here. Now we're going to get into a little bit of ab work. Pause here for a moment. I want you to keep your low belly connected to your mid back. So you're kind of drawing this line up and in. And then from here, double check that your pelvis stays neutral. So we're not rocking it back. We're not tilting it up. Or in other words, you kind of want to find that low back connecting to the mat. And then from here, we're going to send our right leg forward, that right knee forward, tap to the ground, and slowly lift back up, alternating here to the other side. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. So you might feel those abs turn on. Now, if this already feels like it's a little uncomfortable in your body, first I want you to note the difference between challenge and discomfort. We never want to put ourselves in a discomfort level here. If you want to, drop one leg down, you'll tap, lift, drop down, and just alternate like that for me. Using your low abs, otherwise if you can, keep those legs in a hover. We're going to do 3 more each side. Opposite leg is nice and quiet. That's part of the work, is finding that control to stabilize the opposite leg. Nice. Connecting with that breath. See if you can tune back into that pelvic floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one on this side. Pause here, back in tabletop. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll side to side on your low back. Let's come back into that tabletop. Interlace your hands behind your head. Curl your head up and hold here. Now, core is still turned on. You're still thinking low belly connecting to your mid back. Think of hugging that abdominal wall in like a corset. And then if you want to, the challenge is tapping both toes down and lifting both back up. Now feel into your body what makes the most sense. Maybe you take the head lift and you stay alternating legs, or maybe you lower your head down. We're going to do 3 more here. Moving slowly. Last two. Last one. Good. Knees can come all the way in. Lower your head down. Rock and roll side to side. Avoid my mic, but your knees can come all the way into your chest if you'd like. We're going to move into some dead bugs here. So lift your legs to tabletop one at a time. Zip them together. Inhale your arms up to the ceiling. Now this might prove challenging here, and maybe this is where you hold and you just tune into that breath, that pelvic floor. Inhale, diaphragm expands, pelvic floor releases. Exhale, maybe you feel it lift as those ribs come in and you let all of the air out. We're going to add on. Inhale, take your right arm overhead. Let your left knee tap forward just like we did and slowly come back. We're going to alternate here. Left arm overhead, right knee forward. Draw it back in using your abdominals. Pulling away from home and then back to center. And as you know, the opposite side that's not moving stays super steady, super still. That's part of our challenge. Good. Now, if you feel good here, you want to add on, you're going to send that leg out long and then draw it back in. Now, you can send it out on the high diagonal here, or just like I did on the other side, low, reaching down towards the ground. Maybe you know that's where you're working towards. Can you keep that low belly connected to your mid-back? Can you keep your back connected onto the mat? Inhale out, exhale back. Let's do 2 more each side. Nice work. Can't tell if I'm scrunching my face from the sun or from these dead bugs. Nice job. Bring your feet down, bring your arms down. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Stay here as long as you'd like. Let's move into just a few glute bridges here. That's really great if you experienced diastasis recti. Arms by your side. I want feet to be close to your booty so you can touch your heels with your fingertips. And feet are about 4 inches apart. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift those hips off of your mat, through each vertebrae, lower back down. Now I'm going to have you keep working here. I'm going to give you a few things to think about. We inhale, prepare, exhale, lift. Inhale, take it down. And you can go right back into that next one if you'd like. Keep working here. I'm going to give you a few things to think about. Remember, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. You're trying to move each vertebrae on its own. So really pay attention to what's lifting off of the mat and what's lowering. Pay attention to where the weight is on your feet. Try to even it out. It's common that we want to push into our pinky toes here. And I want you to think of sending your knees forward, and that way they don't fall out to the side, and we connect our inner thigh a bit more. Inner thigh connects to the pelvic floor, which is our whole, or connected to our whole core. Good. If you want a little more challenge, take your arms up off of the mat. Just takes away a little bit of support. Another thing to think about if you want more challenge, leave your feet where they're at. Lift those hips up, pause. Draw your feet or your heels back towards your glutes. So I'm not moving anything, I'm just kind of drawing them towards almost my shoulders and then lowering back down. Even at the bottom, my feet are still dragging in. You'll feel a bit more hamstring that way. lower down. Twice more. Sending those knees forward. Last one here. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your legs long. From here, we're going to do a little bit of a roll up, kind of a modified roll up. I want you to inhale your arms to the ceiling. On your next exhale, sweep your arms forward, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Hold here. Chin is lifted. Push your back down. Hold for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower. So you want to think of lifting to maybe the tips of your shoulder blades. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sweep and lift head, neck, shoulders. Stay at the bottom here. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your chin up. Push that low belly down. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, take it down. Let's do one more here. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sweep forward, lifting your chin. Keep your feet connected to the mat. Maybe even push them down a little bit. Shoulders are down. Let's hold for 2 breaths. Inhale. Maybe connect to that pelvic floor. Last inhale, releasing that pelvic floor. Exhale, you find it lifting as you lower all the way back down. Pause for a moment. Arms go overhead, legs go long. Take your time and meet me in a 4-point kneel. We're just going to end with a few cat-cows. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhale, up. Exhale, round, push the ground away. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Take it into a child's pose. Knees go wide, hips go back. Stretch your arms forward. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. Know that it will look different each time you come onto your mat. So always give yourself some grace. If you have any comments, what you liked, disliked, if you want a part 2, let me know below. Hit subscribe. I will see you next time.